Welcome to VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. Some famous words that an NHL hockey fan does not want to hear, and that is, wait for it, wait, is rebuild. Rebuild. A rebuild in hockey, especially the National Hockey League, it's tricky. It is tricky. It can be done. It can happen. But it is almost a flip of coins to decide or to determine, will you win a Stanley Cup? Will you win Lord Stanley's Cup? Basically, your organization has to be competent. Yeah. Then the general manager, the one who makes the deals, the wheeling and dealing, he or her they have to be basically a genius amongst geniuses. What does that mean? They have to get lucky here and there. They have to understand the salary cap, and they have to have willing trade partners to help them get better, to compete, to win, to be competitive, challenging for Lord Stanley's Cup. And with all of that being done, with all of that being checked off, it still will come down to puck luck. Granted. Having a better team, having a good to great team will give you more opportunities than not to overcome mistakes made on the ice, inside the barn. But it doesn't necessarily account for puck luck. It does not account for hot sticks. It does not even address the hot goalie. It don't even address the hot goalie. So with those variables, with that much variance, rebuilding is definitely a tricky subject matter for an NHL hockey fan. Definitely words and something that they don't want to do and they don't want to experience. If it can be avoided. If you can make and get into the playoffs, do that, because the variance and the variables will come into play. The luck part will come into play, and you just might be able to win it all. And it's not to say that rebuilds don't happen. It's not to say that rebuilds does not occur. They do. It happens. Some teams will win after being really, really bad. Let's say halfway through the season, 3/4 of the way through the season, or until they make the playoffs and get hot within the playoffs and lift up Lord Stanley Cup at the end. But a rebuild, it's tricky. A rebuild is something fans do not want to hear. Hockey fans does not want to hear, especially with the salary cap being what it is. Yeah, it's a hard cap. With the salary cap limiting roster building, not just having your top superstar guys, but having the role players as well, having the depth, being able to go 4 lines deep, although 3 can suffice as long as your 4th line is an animal, and that's with a capital A. But NHL rebuilds isn't that pleasant or enjoyable for fans. No, they do not. We do not know when the luck will come into play, or if an incompetent organization can get lucky and show just a little sliver of competence. There are so many moving parts. There's so many unknowns within the knowns, within the variables. Not to mention, NHL playoffs is a beast of its own. So say if you were to make it through the season, go through the season, a solid contender through the season, looking like possibly can lift the cup until the playoffs start. And that's not the case anymore. That is not the case anymore. And we can't say that, oh, you got lucky in a one-off game. No. This ain't any given Sunday. It ain't. This is losing a series because you could not overcome. The puck luck, the hot goalie, the hot sticks, goalie standing on his head, making saves left, right, center. But hey, maybe you do. What do you say? What say you? What say you? Do you enjoy rebuilds, NHL, National Hockey League rebuilds from a team that you like, from a team that you follow, from a team that you just have just a little bit of feelings for? Or it is what it is with you. You're just there to escape from whatever it is that's troubling you, and you just want to be entertained by whatever they're putting out there, and you can go along to get along. You can just sing and dance when it's time to sing and dance, because the lights come on and that lets you know when it's time to sing and dance. You know what to do. You know what to do.